Hey guys, I wanted to update you on the babies that I planted on the 9th, and then I think I did another video on the 17th or something like that. So I'm outside. You can see some of these are getting really big. The ones that are really getting big and floppy are going to be the squash and the cucumbers. I've got like 4 different varieties of cucumbers in here. And let's see, these are some sour gherkins right here. Mexican sour gherkins, never planted them before, never eaten them before, looking forward to it. And I still have some seeds if anyone wants to try that out. The other one that I've never tasted or tried growing before is this dragon egg, and they're like a white cucumber and they look kind of like an egg, so that's pretty cool. I was just showing that some of these babies, number one, the spaghetti squash, I planted 2 seeds in here and I could pinch one, but I'm probably not going to. But what do you do in this and it hasn't even gotten true leaves? So what I'm doing is I'm putting them in these plastic cups. I know, plastic, evil. It's what I had stashed back from like my housewarming party. Under normal conditions, I would probably like go to the store and get some more of those biodegradable growing cups that are a little bigger. But that's not the time to be running the store for just anything these days. So I'm using my plastic cups, but I want to show you, I did drill holes in all the bottom of these. Having drainage is still really important. You do not want them to get too wet, and then the roots rot and it's nasty and sometimes smells and they're just gonna die. So there's 2 in here also. I'm gonna see who gets their true leaves first, and then I'm gonna pop them off. Other people might want to do it another way. I'm also labeling these spaghetti. Labeling is not underestimated when you're planting seeds, because suddenly you have a bunch of pods that look exactly the same. You have no idea what's going on. I mean, a lot of them look very much the same until they get their true leaves. Then they often look the same too, unless they're tomatoes. Over here, this is a bunch of leafy greens, and some of these are looking a little rough. I'm going to probably pinch out the bad ones of those, but these are actually going to go out on my patio, in my patio pots, probably in the next day or 2, because leafy greens like cold weather, and by the time it gets really hot, June, July, these will be done, and I won't start more until like August to put, hopefully this year, gonna make some cold frames for some more greens into late fall, winter. So labeling, anyhow, very important. I actually made a key of what was in all my things, and I took a couple out so I would be able to know exactly which direction everything going in. They came with some little labels, not nearly enough if you got 15 varieties of things going on. I will point out these 2 babies right here were acorn squash. They did not germinate. Could have been a couple reasons. One is probably I saved my seeds in the freezer over winter, so they were last year's seeds or even possibly the year before. So sometimes they'll come up, sometimes they won't. These didn't. It's probably because of that, and so I'm gonna probably chuck the acorns out. But I have like another package of them too, so I try to save my seeds. I have some seeds that I've been saving for 4 years in the freezer, and they will still germinate, so that's awesome. But that's just a little idea of what happened to these little ghost babies, and they were acorn squash that didn't come, so maybe it just wasn't meant to be this year. So it's not too late. I mean, it's what, the 23rd, right? Well, whatever date it is, 24th. What day is it? Who knows what day it is anymore. So anyhow, I planted these on the 9th. It's the 20th, whatever. We're still 2 weeks away from frost free, which is April 12th. So if you wanted to start seeds, still tons of time. You can definitely get it done so they get, a good crop in, get full sun for like several months. At least. The only thing you really can't start right now in hopes of planting in the ground is going to be your tomatoes and peppers. Go buy those. I recommend Bates Nursery. They have a huge variety of them, and they'll probably in the next couple weeks have the most variety that they'll have going forward. They are still open because they're considered essential. That's where I'll be going to get my babies with my plastic gloves on for my tomatoes and my peppers. But for now, you can see these ladies want to come out, so I'm going to give them some more room to grow until the 12th. So anyhow, there we go. Hopeful seeds planted on the 9th, looking like big babies today. And there's Tobias, the toad, helping me out. Anyhow, there you go.